Okay, so hello everyone. So our topic for today is about the components of physical fitness. But before we have the components of physical fitness, let's have the definition of physical fitness. So physical fitness refers to the ability of your body system to work together efficiently to allow you to be healthy and perform activities of daily living. So kapag sinabing physical fitness po, um, it's about um, performing daily activities without undue fatigue. Or being efficient means doing daily activities with the least effort possible. So, kapag gumawa ka ng isang bagay, hindi ka kaagad-agad napapagod. Ibig sabihin po nun, you are physically fit. Okay? Next, let's have the components of physical fitness or the types of physical fitness. Dalawa lang naman po yan. So, first, health-related physical fitness, they are heart and lung endurance or cardiovascular endurance or tinatawag po nating aerobic fitness, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility, and body composition. Okay, so iisa-isahin ko po yan sa inyo. Let's have first, heart and lung endurance or cardiovascular endurance is the ability to exercise the entire body for long periods of time. It requires a strong heart, healthy lungs, and clear blood vessels to supply the body with oxygen. Okay, so kapag sinabing aerobic fitness pong tinatawag din yan or cardiovascular endurance, ito yung kumbaga nakakapag-perform tayo ng mga activities na kung saan napapabilis yung ating puso as well as yung lungs natin or napapaganda yung function ng ating lungs. So, say for example, yung simpleng pagja-jogging natin. Okay, so ang simpleng pagja-jogging natin doon sa activity po na yon, napapalakas or nai-endure natin yung heart and lungs natin doon sa activity ginagawa natin. Okay? So, kapag sinabing word na endurance, kumbaga, nakalagay dyan, nakakabit dyan ang word na long period of time, nakakatagal. Okay? Nakakatagal tayong gawin, ang pagja-jogging, ang pagja-jumping rope, basta yung mga rigid activities po. Okay? So, next natin is we have muscular strength is the amount of force you can put forth with your muscles. It is often measured by how much weight you can lift. People with strength have fewer problems with backaches and can carry out their daily tasks efficiently. So, kapag sinabi namang strength, kailangan niya ng greatest force and the ability to apply it, such as lifting an object. 'Di ba? Example dyan. So, kapag sinabing muscular strength or strength lang po, kailangan ng force or kailangan nating mag-apply ng force. Kasi, say for example nga, magbubuhat ka ng isang bagay. Kung wala kang muscular strength, hindi mo naman yan mabubuhat. Okay? So, aside from that, kung hindi daw healthy or walang strength ang isang tao, dito yung hindi niya kayang mabuhat yung isang bagay, pero kung nabuhat niya yun, sasakit yung likod niya or yung mga katawan niya. Okay, ganun po ang muscular strength. Okay? Next, we have muscular endurance. So, may endurance na namang salita or kaakibat yung long period of time. Nakakatagal daw yung mga muscles natin. Saan? So, muscular endurance is the ability to use the muscles. Okay? Ability to use the muscles which are attached to the bones many times without getting tired. Or in short, dito nga nakakatagal yung mga muscles natin for a long period of time. Gaano katagal tayo nagbubuhat ng mga libro, ng mga boxes. Ayan. Ganun po ang endurance. Next, people with good muscular endurance are likely to have better posture, have fewer back problems, and be better able to resist fatigue than people who lack muscular endurance. So, sabi dyan, kung ang isang tao ay merong good muscular endurance, sila yung mga maganda ang postura, 'di ba? Yung may ibang tao tayong nakikita na kapag tiningnan natin, ang lalaki ng mga muscles. Ayan. So, sila yung mga fit ang kanilang mga muscles. Ibig sabihin kasi na-tone na nila. Malaki ang mga braso. Ayan. So, Tapos yung mga ano naman, lack of muscular endurance, sila naman mapapansin yung laging nakagaranon, kuruba. Yan, mga bagsak ang braso. Okay, sila po yan. So, sila yung minsan or kadalasang nakaka-experience ng mga muscle fatigue. Ayan, mga fatigues ng muscles like nananakit ang mga kalamnan. Okay, next is we have flexibility. Flexibility is the ability to use joints fully. You are flexible when the muscles are long enough and the joints are free enough to allow movement. Okay, so dito sa madaling sabi, kapag flexibility ang pinag-uusapan, we are able to move in a full range of motion. Okay, flexibility like yung pag-split. Okay, ano pa ba? Yung mga pagtatumbling-tumbling, ayan. Ang mga bata or younger age po, kagaya ninyo, yan pa yung magandang i-build ang flexibility kasi malalambot pa ang mga buto-buto. Unlike na mga nagkakaedad na, sila na yung hindi nila kayang galaw in a full range of motion ang kanilang mga bones and joints. So, sabi dyan, people with good flexibility have fewer sore and injured muscles. Stretching before and after activities will help to improve flexibility. Okay, lalong-lalo sa mga athletes, 'di ba? Kung mapapansin nyo, before silang magkaroon ng training, talaga nagkakaroon sila ng stretching. Kumbaga nire-ready nila yung mga joints, bones, and muscles nila na mabubugbog dun sa training or activities na gagawin nila. And right after nung training nila, nagkakaroon ulit ng cool down na tinatawag, pero stretching pa rin po 'yon. So, yung mga tao daw na may magandang flexibility, sila naman yung hindi kapitin ng mga injuries when it comes to muscles, like yung nagbe-break yung muscles. Ayan. Next is we have body composition. Body composition is the percentage of body weight that is fat compared to other body tissue such as bone and muscles. Ayan. So, ang body composition naman po is to measure your body fats. Okay, dito malalaman kung gaano karaming taba ang meron ka sa katawan. Okay? So, people who have a high percentage of fat are more likely to be ill and have a higher death rate than lean people. Exercise and eating the right foods in the proper amounts can improve body composition. Okay, so kapag sa body composition kasi dito yung na-identify nating underweight, normal, overweight, or obese. Okay? So, meron tayong mga pang-measure dyan. So, tulad ni anong sabi nila, body composition can be measured using an instrument called calipers. Okay, so kung may chance kayong ma-search yan, yung calipers, para po siyang clip, yung clip na merong pansukat na yung protractor baga. Iniipit lang siya sa ganito. Iniipit lang siya dito. Yan, ginaganyan siya. Mas malalaman na kung ilan yung fats na meron ka sa katawan. Okay? Or kung wala namang instrument na caliper, pwede naman gawin natin yung calculated by using the body mass index or BMI, which uses height and weight to determine your BMI. So, later on, siguro sa mga next topic natin, ituturo ko din yan sa inyo, yung calculated, since wala nga tayong instrument and kumbaga hindi naman tayo makakapag face to face na ma-identify natin yung weight and height ninyo. Not unless alam ninyo kung ano yung weight and height ninyo. Okay? So, sa body composition, the more na mas mataas or mas madami ang fats ninyo, syempre kayo yung lapitin ng mga sakit-sakit. Or, kumbaga, mas mataas yung death rate sa inyo. Okay? Pero kung kayo ay nasa normal lang or you are lean people, kayo naman yung mga physically fit talaga. So, normal ang fats ninyo, normal ang muscles, kumbaga equal ang muscles sa katawan at yung fats natin sa katawan. So, kapag mataas daw or mas marami ang fats ninyo sa katawan, exercise and right foods lang. So, yan lang. Pinaka kailangan gawin. Okay? So, next natin, we have the skills-related fitness. Okay, tapos na tayo sa health-related fitness. So, kapag sinabing skill naman, syempre, anong skill? Okay, so kapag sinabi namang skill natin, it talks about our performance. Okay? Performance-related fitness involves skills that will enhance one's performance in athletic or sports event. Okay, so sa skills, dito makikita na kapag ang isang bata ay talagang pang-athlete na yung skill na pinapakita niya. Okay, so ganyan lang po siya. Next is we have yan. So, ayan na yung mga components ng skill-related fitness. Okay, so number 1 natin is we have agility. Okay, the ability to change and control the direction and position of the body while maintaining a constant rapid motion. So, dito sa agility, ability to change. Paki-take note na lang yun, agility, ability to change. So, mabilis tayo nakakapag-change ng direction from one place to another. Okay, so for example nga, changing directions to hit a tennis ball or to hit shuttlecock or to get a ball. Ayan. Sa basketball, 'di ba? Kailangan maagawan mo yung kalaban mo. So agility is ability to change direction quickly. Okay, next is we have balance. Balance is the ability to control or stabilize the body when a person is standing still or moving. So balance, 'di ba, kapag nakakita tayo ng taong lasing, sila yung mga wala ng balance, unlike nung mga nasa tama or normal state of mind. So, syempre, nakakapag-move sila ng diretso or maayos. Okay, balance. Hindi tayo nagtutumba-tumba, nagsusuray-suray habang naglalakad. Okay, for example, inline skating. Ayan, sa sports na inline skating, kasi kailangan, di ba, hindi ka natutumba sa skating. Sa dance, sa gymnastics. Ayan. Next, we have coordination. It's the ability to use the senses together with body parts during movement. So, for example, dribbling in basketball, using hands and eyes together is called hand-eye coordination. Okay, so coordination, dapat nagko-coordinate yung mga body parts natin. So, say for example, sa pagsasayaw. Okay, sa pagsasayaw, kapag walang coordination ng iyong muscles, kumbaga, sinasabi dyan na kaliwa ang iyong paa. Okay, ibig sabihin, hindi ka marunong sumayaw. Kasi nga, hindi nagko-coordinate yung muscles natin, matigas. Kahit anong pagiling sa atin, matigas talaga ang ating katawan. Okay? Ibig sabihin, hindi nagko-coordinate yung muscles dun sa ibang body parts natin. Okay? Next is we have speed. So, speed is the ability to move your body or parts of your body swiftly. Many sports rely on speed to gain advantage over your opponents. Okay, for example, a basketball player making a fast break to perform a layup, a tennis player moving forward to get a drop shot, a football player outrunning the defense to receive a pass. Okay, sobrang dami sa mga sports, kailangan talaga ng speed, lalong-lalo na sa athletics. Okay, sa athletics, kapag pababagal-bagal ka, ay huwag ka na mag-athletics, di ba? Kasi kailangan talaga sa athletics ng speed para ikaw ay manalo. So, meron pa, aside from athletics, sabi nga dito sa basketball, para mag-layup ka, kailangan mo ng fast break. Or sa tennis naman, or ang isang tennis player, para makagawa ng drop shot, kailangan mabilis siya makapunta sa malapit sa net. Okay, sa football player naman, kailangan is makapag-run siya ng defense para ma-receive niya agad yung pass sa end dun sa goal. Okay? So, yan ang speed. Next, we have power. Is ability to move the body parts swiftly while applying the maximum force of the muscles. Power is a combination of both speed and muscular strength. Okay, so kung natatandaan nyo yung sinabi ko kanina, ang speed po is bilis. Okay, while muscular strength po, yung force na ina-apply natin sa mga activities na ginagawa natin, ang tawag po, or pag pinag-combine yan ay power. Okay? So, next, we have reaction time. Reaction time is the ability to reach or respond quickly to what you see, what you hear, what you see or feel. Okay, so sa reaction time, kailangan ng mabilisan. Quickly daw baga, respond quickly. Kailangan mabilis dito yung stimulus natin. So for example, an athlete quickly coming off the blocks early in the swimming or track relay or stealing a base in baseball. So example natin sa reaction time, di ba yung athletics nga. Sa athletics kasi, kailangan talaga ng speed din as well as yung reaction time kasi may oras din po baga yun. Okay, so pwede rin daw na example natin ay yung sa baseball. Kapag tumaas na ang bola at natamaan na, kailangan mabilis kang makatakbo dun sa mga different bases. Okay? So that ends our lesson for today. So next meeting, I will going to teach you how to compute your BMI. And don't forget to analyze and understand this lesson natin, yung components of physical fitness. Okay? So, God bless everyone.